Network Entertainment.
One of the things that I find helpful is knowing that you have the option to walk away.
Okay,
Never be
that's very
scared
important.
to walk away.
Why is that?
Because it gives you that confidence eh.
Right.
If you're so desperate, they will feel that.
Oh, how?
They know.
Right.
Diba? They know na parang, pag tinawaran nito, oo, yan. But if you're...
How do they know? What gives it
I
away?
think the energy.
Okay.
Diba? Parang kung kabadong-kabado ka, na parang, oh shoot, if I don't get this job,
Right.
wala na, end of the world.
Right.
There will always be opportunities eh.
Right.
So it's having that mindset na, hindi, if this is not gonna work, I can walk away.
Right.
And usually, makukuha mo yun.
Right.
Personally, in my previous work, when I went there, sabi ko, oh my God, baka hindi na naman ako makukuha nito.
Hi, this is Mirza Season. Welcome to You Can Do This, a podcast that'll help you achieve your dreams and goals one episode at a time. What are you waiting for? Let's go! Negotiation isn't just for boardrooms and courtrooms. It's happening every day at work, at home, even inside your head. Whether you're asking for a raise, setting boundaries with a partner, dividing household duties, trying to be a better parent, or even bargaining with your parents, you're in a negotiation. And knowing how to handle those moments well can make a big difference in your life. Today's guest is the managing partner of King and Graido Law and a seasoned practitioner in family, tax, and corporate law. She has guided major corporate deals, IPOs, and tax settlements, and also handles high-stakes matters like annulments, custody disputes, and estate division. In this episode, she will share practical tools and powerful mindset shifts to help you advocate for yourself like a lawyer in every part of your life. Please welcome back to the show, Attorney Clark King. Hi.
Thank you for having me, Mirza. Glad to be back.
Yes, thank you. So what's keeping you busy? You mentioned that you're dealing with a lot of
We have a lot of corporate disputes now.
disputes. And so that's a lot of negotiation.
A lot of negotiations, that's right.
And what's that like? Stressful.
Well, it is stressful, but I would say it's challenging but fun.
Fun.
Because it's something new.
Right.
It's different when you deal with different people. It's always a different strategy.
Right.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, what really makes a negotiation work? Not just in the courtroom, but in everyday life?
For me, I have three main guiding principles. So first is having a win-win mindset.
Okay.
So it's not just about compromise and just about meeting halfway. It's ensuring that both parties are able to have a winning position.
Wow.
So it's not just there's this example that I read in a book. Compromise is you have a pair of shoe, tapos tig-isa tayo.
Okay.
So that's compromise.
That's not gonna work.
That's gonna work, right? Win-win situation could be I have my pair of shoes, you have your own, or we schedule like on MWF, I get the the pair of shoes, and then TTHS, it's yours.
Right. Parang child custody.
Correct, parang child custody.
Right.
Second is knowing your strengths and weaknesses because you need to know where you're coming from. It's important that that you leverage on what you know and at the same time be able to manage your weaknesses.
Can you give an example?
So for example, if you're already losing, you're in a losing position. Okay. So if you're for example, in a contract, tayo yung nagkamali.
Okay.
So you need to be able to recognize na you're at the losing end.
Right.
You can't push na sabihin mo, hindi, you keep on denying. That's where you will lose.
Right.
Because-
Pag pinipilit mo yung mali.
Correct.
Okay.
So you have to recognize na, okay, nagkamali tayo. That's fine. So how do we go from there? So
Okay.
how do you make the problem go away?
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's not pushing your position. It's solving the problem.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So we can push the position. I can keep on denying, but I won't win. Diba?
Right,
If we go
right.
to court, eventually, there's evidence, diba? So eventually, I will lose the case. So that's pushing the position. But if I have the mindset na, okay, I know what I did wrong.
Okay.
I will come in, recognize that fact. Okay, I'll tell you, how do we solve this? Is it monetary? Do you need an apology?
Right.
Do you need me to rectify something?
Right.
Right? So that's how you leverage on that. How you manage your strengths and weaknesses. Sorry. And then third is leverage on your strengths. This is important. So second is you know where you're coming from though. So third is leveraging on what you do best and what are your strengths. Example, as women, diba? It's important to know that you have to use your femininity, that we are soft, diba? A lot of women professionals that I encounter, most of them are abrasive or aggressive because they want it's the mindset that you want a seat at the table amongst men, especially in our profession that we're
Right.
male dominated, right?
Right.
For me, I take a different view. You used your softness,
Right.
right? You don't come in abrasive. You come in as you are. If you're mahinhin, be mahinhin, diba? Because that's where you're comfortable with, and that's what other people will be more comfortable with you,
It's more authentic.
more authentic. That's how you will build rapport,
Right.
right?
Does this go against all your training from the old way of thinking that you have to be more like a man? Or in the past, at least. In
I
my
think
time.
yes, in law school they
Right.
train you like that, right? But once you go into practice, you see that it's more advantageous if you're soft.
Okay.
If you present yourself as a
Right.
woman and not be so pushy,
Right.
not be so aggressive, but you have to be firm.
Right.
You're soft, but you know your stuff. That's where they respect you. You
Okay.
don't demand respect at the onset.
What if you're a woman who's not soft?
Adi, come as yourself kung ganun ka talaga din.
Right. Huwag ka magpapaka-soft kung hindi ka
Correct.
soft.
Correct. I think one of the best examples is si Paris. I don't know if you've seen that reel or parang it's a video on Instagram where she complimented the judge. Parang,
Paris Hilton.
Oh, Paris
yeah,
Hilton,
yeah.
diba? She
Right.
was in the courtroom and parang
In her real voice.
in her real voice.
Not the baby voice.
And then she started with the baby voice, diba?
Okay, okay.
She was before the judge or the Senate, I think. Then she was like, oh my God, I love your sequin top. Something like that. Or it's so glittery. I want to know where that is. And then she started, then after that part, yan na her real self. But I would like to advocate for, then she became serious.
Right.
Diba? So,
right.
parang, you have to know when you're serious then and when you're not. But she did not come in abrasive.
Right.
Diba? She built rapport with the senator.
Right.
And then she started saying her stuff.
Right. Okay. So, what's one thing most people misunderstand about negotiation? Well, first you said it's not making the other party lose or compromising, but both of you have to win. What else?
Yeah, actually yon. And it's not about just winning over the other party. I think
Right.
in any negotiation, because you start off, there's this mindset na you're coming off from different perspectives, right? And there's usually this mindset or perspective that you come from na, okay, pagpasok ko, kailangan ko manalo. Diba?
Okay.
Regardless kung masaya ka or hindi, I need to win. So that's a common misconception. Kasi pwede naman kayo, like I said, win-win diba?
Right.
Because the more you push na, you keep on pushing your position over the other, lalo rin magmamatigas ng kabila. Kasi who wants to lose? Right? I mean, if you think about it yourself, do you want to be pushed over
Right.
by another person? So,
Right.
it's really knowing your stuff and knowing where the other person is coming from.
Right.
Diba? Parang, hindi naman siya manipulation.
Kahit gano'n pa kasama yung kalaban mo,
Oo.
ganun ba?
Hindi naman. Parang medyo huhulihin mo rin yung kilite. Diba? I mean, depende naman kung unless nang murder yung tao, diba? Hindi naman, wala nang negotiation dun.
Right.
But if it's about, about your salary or, like in our case, corporate disputes, you need to understand where the other person is
Right.
coming from para mahuhuli mo yung
Right.
kilite and you'll be
Right.
able to win without the other person feeling bad or being
Right.
super defensive.
Feeling lugi.
Oo,
So tama
feeling
pala what it says on your website that you have a compassionate yet strategic approach. Can you tell us more about this? It says it has enabled clients to resolve conflicts and secure equitable resolutions. Win-win talaga.
Yeah. So we really work with a win-win mindset. And we try to understand and study where each party is coming from. So we want to know, ano ba yung ultimately hinahanap ng other party? Because commonly in negotiations, nagba-back and forth kayo. Pero hindi nyo na alam, ano ba hinahanap natin?
Okay.
Nag-aaway lang kayo. Oh.
Right.
In annulment, sabihin ng kabila, I don't want that, I want that kettle. Ganon, I want that kettle. Tapos ikaw, hindi, ayoko ibigay. Pero actually, pwede mo ibigay yon. So ano bang pinaglalaban nyo?
True story ba to?
Yes, meron. Ganon. Or yung ref. Ganon. Matagal na yung ref na yan sa akin. So I want that ref. Tapos yung kabila, ayaw ibigay. Just because sabi niya, ang dami na niyang anak sa labas. So
I
don't want to give anything, even the appliances.
Right.
Hindi tayo matatapos, di ba? So you have to understand, saan ka ba nanggagaling? Kasi if it's just revenge, then we have to calm down, di ba?
Okay.
We have to set that aside.
Hindi yun yung goal.
Hindi yun yung goal. Ang goal is to separate the properties, di ba? Understand, ano ba gusto mo? Gusto mo ba cash? Or gusto mo yung appliances? Or gusto mo itong properties? But you have to set aside the anger and the revenge, di ba?
Right.
Kasi yan, exactly. Kung alam mo na where they're coming from, if it's just anger, o do you calm them down?
Right.
If it's money, kung wala naman pala siyang trabaho, that's why they want the ref para ibenta or whatever.
Right.
Then you talk about monetary,
Right.
diba?
So ibigay mo na.
Oo, ibigay mo na.
Para
Kasi
sa mga anak sa labas.
correct. And we always work with the lawyers of the other party.
Okay.
We don't try to be aggressive or fight them at the onset.
Right.
So we build good rapport with the lawyers of the other party, or if walang lawyer yung other party, we build rapport with them. So we try to understand where they're coming from. We try to be compassionate, ganon. Actually, there was this one instance, nakakatawa yung kausap namin. Sa sobra naming parang naging friendly. End up, he was like, can I hire you, attorney, to file a case against si ganito? Sabi ko, medyo may conflict of interest tayo. I cannot represent you.
Okay.
So, ganon. Para naman masaya din yung
Right.
the other party can walk away happy rin.
Right. So when it comes to negotiating, I think the biggest problem or most common issue that our listeners would like to use these skills for is negotiating for your salary or a rate. If you're a freelancer, diba? Sometimes you give your rate and then tatawaran. What's your advice for this?
For salaries and ganyan, mga fees, no? Always work with a range.
Okay.
For salaries,
a range.
Salaries. So for example, if the salary that you want is kunyari 200, patungan mo,
Okay.
diba? Kahit na sabi mo 200 to 300, usually they'll go for the lowest range.
Right.
Ayun yung gusto mo eh.
So yung gusto mo yung lowest.
Correct.
Okay.
Bonus yung
How
mataas.
does a range help?
Kasi it gives them options.
Okay.
So
Right.
they look in their head. Sorry, this sounds like manipulation.
Right.
Pero it helps kasi it's psychology, diba?
Yeah.
If you just put a price, then that person will make tawad.
Okay,
Diba? They'll ask for a
right.
discount. But if you give a range that's already in their head na, okay, if I go for this lower price, nakamura na ako.
Okay.
Diba?
Right.
I'm not going for the higher range. I'm not paying more. In their head, I'm not paying more. I'm paying the lowest price.
Right.
But in fact, that's what you want.
Right. Eh kung di kumagat, pero gusto mo naman.
Then you negotiate further.
Right.
You negotiate further. One of the things that I find helpful is knowing that you have the option to walk away.
Okay,
Never be
that's very
scared
important.
to walk away.
Why is that?
Because it gives you that confidence eh.
Right.
If you're so desperate, they will feel that.
Oh, how?
They know.
Right.
Diba? They know na parang, pag tinawaran nito, oo yan. But if you're...
How do they know? What gives it
I think
away?
the energy.
Okay.
Diba? Parang kung kabadong-kabado ka, na parang, oh shoot, if I don't get this job,
Right.
wala na, end of the world.
Right.
There will always be opportunities eh.
Right.
So it's having that mindset na, hindi, if this is not gonna work, I can walk away.
Right.
And usually, makukuha mo yun.
Right.
Personally, from me, from
Talaga?
my
Can you talk about an
previous-
example?
in my previous work, when I went there, sabi ko, oh my God, baka hindi na naman ako makukuha nito.
Okay. Bakit na naman? Kasi
Kasi
marami
parang
ng...
before, I was so desperate with the other firms that I applied for. Parang, I want this, ganon. It's the next job, I want this, ganon. Siguro mga 3 yun na parang, I would go in and be like super nervous and be like, oh my God, this is make or break.
Oh, okay.
So by the 4th firm, I was like, bahala na. Kung meron or wala, sige, di na bale. And then I'll just go for the next one. That day, I got hired.
Okay. So your energy
It's the energy.
was shifting.
It was shifting. If you're
Okay.
confident, you're like, okay ka lang, you're your natural self, you're
Right.
authentic. That's where
Right.
people feed off eh.
Wow. So it really helps to look at the psychology.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
And in terms of consultancy fees naman, I think it's inevitable na magdi-discount. Nature ng Pinoy yan eh.
Na humingi.
Na humingi.
Okay.
So, even
Papatungan mo rin.
correct. Actually, in our own practice, inevitable na magdi-discount. So actually, for us, what we would do is have a certain discount rate
Right.
ready na.
Okay.
Discount rate ready na we'll have 10%
Okay.
fixed yun.
Right,
Na
right,
laging,
right.
if ever someone would ask for a discount.
Right, right. What do people usually get wrong besides the desperation energy? What do people get wrong usually when they're trying to negotiate at work or in business?
It's usually having, yun nga, that mindset na kailangan ko manalo.
Okay.
And having that that mindset na it's make or break.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Parang laging, oh my God, if this isn't gonna work, na wala na.
Right.
Those are really not helpful.
Okay.
No? And having that negative energy rin na you're always so angry, ganyan. Anger has its place.
Okay, what's the place of anger? You were talking about a recent
Yes.
example where you had to show your anger.
So, of course, I would always say na you start calm, diba? You start off calm and very cordial. But when they keep on pushing the boundaries and keep on dilly-dallying, ganyan, not getting to the point that you want to get to, then sometimes anger is necessary.
Right.
To push the conversation forward.
Okay.
Do you feel lost, doubting yourself, and tired? You question your worth and existence? Well, I'm here for you. Hey, this is Gailey Chavez, and I'm the host of Free Yourself Podcast. My podcast talks about self-love, self-discovery, and growth. This is for everyone who wants to live their fullest life and become the person that they could be. Let me help out and remind you that this is your life, your path, that you are not broken and you are worth it. Catch me every Friday at 8 p.m. See ya!
So in one of our recent negotiations, in one of our recent meetings, I had to get angry to get my point across.
Right.
Na his clients has to stop doing things that would be sabotaging the business.
Right.
So I need to put my foot down.
What did you say?
Sabi ka lang na, gusto mo pa, do you, in English kasi, siya, foreigners. I go, do you really still want to push through with this deal? Because if not, we're okay to walk away.
Okay.
Because if you don't stop what you're doing, the business will go down. The business gonna fall apart. Everyone's gonna lose.
Right.
If you don't want this deal, we're fine. We'll just set up another
Right.
company elsewhere.
Anong reaction?
Tumigil, sabi niya. Okay, wait, calm down, calm down. I'm not saying we're walking away. So bumalik siya sa
Okay.
table to say na, okay, sige, I'll tell my clients not to do that.
Right.
We'll wait for an offer.
Right.
And yun, so parang, okay, so everyone calm down and we set the next steps for.
So keep your calm until it's time to get angry.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So you've helped so many clients through annulments and custody cases. For women who are going through a breakup or a separation, what's the advice you can give to help them to stay strong and protect themselves?
Number one is recognizing where you are.
Okay.
So I think acceptance is one of the...
Where you are means what?
I mean, if you're going through a breakup or you're going through a separation, you don't need to act like it's not happening,
Okay.
right?
So acknowledge reality.
Acknowledge and accept na it's happening, diba?
Okay.
If you can tell your close friends about it or if you have coworkers, let them know.
Okay.
Because it will help in the workplace. They know where you're coming from. They'll be kinder. They won't expect your usual self.
Right.
Because if you don't tell them and you're not honest about it, parang sila, ba't biglang ang taray na to? Diba?
Okay.
Bakit siya ganon? Diba?
Right.
And then it will affect your performance. Whereas you're honest, this is what I'm going through. It's gonna, please be patient with me.
Right. And usually we hide it, diba?
Oh, don't hide it. Acknowledge it.
Right.
It's what's happening, right?
Okay.
But push through. You have to move forward. That's what I tell my clients. Usually they're so stuck. Na parang, diba?
Saan sila stuck?
Parang in that limbo na they're so sad.
Okay.
Diba?
Right.
Parang, paano ba even if you're filing for an annulment, some would stall it to say na parang di ko na kaya mag-move forward.
So they're still hoping for reconciliation or not necessarily?
Not necessarily, but yung grief.
Okay.
Yung parang you're in so much grief na hindi ka makausad.
Okay.
Diba? Parang some people would just stay in that
Right.
in that place of grief. Diba some say nga na parang every year is equivalent, every month is equivalent to a year na you were together. Something like that to recover.
Oh, okay.
So, it's not necessarily true. Parang sila kayari, they're 5 years together. Okay, it's gonna take me 5 months to get over this person. So, yung 5 months, uubusin lang nilang mag-iiyak, magwawala, iinom, diba? To just drink. But those are not helpful.
Right.
So, you acknowledge and you accept the grief and you know what you're going through, but you take steps to move forward.
Right.
Yeah. If you need therapy, take therapy.
Right.
If you need to be with friends, to go on a trip, do whatever you can to make yourself feel better.
Right.
So that you'll be able to move forward.
Right.
And of course, knowing yourself, right? Knowing your values, making sure that your boundaries and your values are intact.
Right.
Because it's easy to lose yourself in those things.
Right.
But I'm not saying it's not a difficult journey.
Right.
It definitely is.
Right.
But there's light. Sabi nga na there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
So,
where do good negotiation skills come in sa situation na to? So, okay, naka-move on ka na, you wanna take steps. How do you negotiate to protect yourself naman moving forward?
so you have to know what you need, right? If it's monetary, what at what amount are you comfortable with? Because with annulment cases, you're not supposed to be in a difficult financial situation. You're not supposed to be kunyari if you have children. Now that you're not together, hindi ibig sabihin na your children have to move schools.
Right,
Diba?
right,
From private to public.
Right.
You're supposed to maintain your lifestyle, especially for children.
Okay.
So you have to know your priorities,
Okay.
right? So it's a matter of knowing what you need, what are your needs versus what are your wants.
Okay. Right, right, right.
Yeah. So that's where, because once you know that, it's easier to negotiate because you know what are your non-negotiables and what are the things that you're willing to let go.
Right. And in your experience, where do women usually have a hard time pagdating na sa ganyan? Are they usually parang submissive or palaban ba sila or
Usually palaban.
palaban? Okay.
Palaban. Especially if it's the guy's fault.
Right.
It's palaban, lalo na if there are children. So it's really
Right.
how much can we get?
Okay. Okay, that's good.
So that's good. Yes, it's good. Especially when the guy is doing well.
Oh, okay.
Ibang usapan if the guy was not working if house husband siya. So medyo
okay.
medyo mahirap kasi
Okay.
he's not working, you don't know where the money's
O paano magkaka-win-win dyan?
pag yan medyo medyo mahirap.
Right.
The win-win situation is actually you leaving that marriage, right? Finding another man.
Yeah, leaving a bad marriage is a win.
Correct, right? Yes.
Right. So can you share an inspiring story about a negotiation that you handled
So
and
there
what
was
we can learn from it?
there was this one time na we had the client wherein the client was in breach.
What does that mean?
The client committed negligence. I can't
Okay.
say the whole story,
Okay,
the
of
incident.
course.
I would reveal na. But clearly, it was our client's fault. Okay? So, medyo malaki. 6 figures yon yung parang penalty or what the other person is asking is asking for. The breach was quite sensitive and personal kasi for the other party. So medyo malaki yung consequences dun sa other party. And the other party was asking for a huge amount. Okay. On our end, so when we met with the person, we had a working budget with our client. So for example, the asking is kunyari lang 700. Our working budget is at 200 to 150.
Okay, that's all you have. Okay.
Yes. So medyo malayo.
Okay.
So what we did was when we met with the person, and our goal was to handle the problem as fast as possible. Yun din, isa pa. The longer you dilly-dally, the longer the negotiation is, the more it'll falter, the more it will not push through.
So work fast.
You have to work fast. Medyo kailangan distracted and i-confuse mo yung kabila. Because the faster because if you don't give as much time for that person to overthink,
Right.
diba? Parang, go na to, okay na to. Sige, okay, sign na. Then done. Diba? So in this case, our goal was to close that, to close the waiver or to close to solve that problem within one meeting.
Okay. With that budget.
With that budget. From 700 yung asking to our budget of 150 to 200,000. So when we got there, we tried to build rapport. Like I said kanina, diba? Friendly, ganyan. And we tried to understand the other party. So we listened. Siguro mga 2 hours kami nakikinig.
Wow.
Kikinig lang kami. Okay, sige, ganyan. Then third is, like I said a while ago, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, right? So we know our weaknesses. Our weakness is, number 1, mali kami.
Mali kayo.
Number 2, maliit ng budget namin. But we know that since babae din yung kabila, we know we'll be able to have that rapport.
Right.
And be able to, kumbaga parang liligawan mo siya. Because you have something in common, more or less. So we listened, and then, knowing that we were in the wrong, we apologized.
Okay.
We apologized. And she was so shocked. Because she was expecting that we would deny and we would make a whole lot of excuses.
When you say we, even your client apologized? Or just the lawyers?
Just the lawyers.
Okay,
Just the lawyers. Wala yung client nun. So we apologized. And she was so shocked. Tapos medyo naiyak siya.
Oh!
Kasi parang sobra daw siya na-touch.
Wow!
Na nag-apologize kami. Sabi niya, you're lawyers and then yet you're apologizing. Sabi ko, of course we recognize that it was a mistake on our end. So, I think you deserve that apology. Ayan, so medyo
Okay.
kumalman na siya. She told her story, we listened. We apologized. So, kung yung height ng anger niya was at 10, by the time we apologized, mga nasa 3 or 4 na siya.
Okay.
Okay. So, eto na, pera na. So, sabi, okay, so, ma'am, what are you asking for? Ganyan. Sabi niya, 700 ata, ganun. So, parang, okay, ma'am, we don't have that money, unfortunately. So, our working budget is at, actually, we went lower. 100.
Okay.
O di, syempre, galit na naman siya. So, akit na naman.
Nainsulto.
Nainsulto na naman. Sabi ko, ma'am, but I hope you understand na merong taong sweldo yung maapektuhan. So, because the breach is, di ba, company. But at the same time, there's a person behind it who made the mistake.
Right.
So, hindi lang namin syempre dinala na we're handling it. But siya rin yung matatamaan. May pamilya din naman to. Diba? Sweldo rin niya. Syempre, gagalit na naman siya na. But it's me. Ganyan. It's my personal stuff. So, we try to explain yung side ng employee who made the mistake. Diba? Na may pamilya to. Imagine mo if 100,000, ibabawas mo yun sa sweldo niya. Magkano matitira? Paano yung family niya? Sabi ko, very apologetic naman, and we're already suspending this person. So, on top of wala siyang makukuha ng sweldo for the next month dahil suspended siya, kakaltasan pa siya for the next. So, medyo bumaba na naman yung kalma niya. Sabi niya, okay, but I can't do 100. Sabi ko, sige, can you raise it to 150? But wag naman natin taasan. Sabi ko na lang, the 50 comes from the company. But we can't raise it further. Kasi it will be too much na. And baka naman tong taong to, something bad will happen to him naman and his family. Kawawa din naman. So yun, so kumalma siya. And then she agreed to 150. We closed the deal that day.
Wow.
So, yun, it's, di ba, honesty.
This is the one who wanted to hire you. Or iba pa yan.
Iba pa.
So, honesty and then really empathy and compassion.
Yeah. And being honest,
Right.
and showing your vulnerabilities.
Right.
Don't be, because people usually hide it eh.
They think it's weakness.
Yes. And if it's weakness na parang, oh, I'm not gonna say this kasi
Right.
baka they're gonna use it against me. But it helps.
Right.
Diba?
Right. And do you use this technique in your normal, out-of-court, non-legal life? Do you negotiate
Binubuko
with
mo ako, Mirza.
a friend na lang?
Yes. Oh, I try to.
In what way? That the listeners can apply in their own life?
You try to, for example, with family, right? You try to understand where your relative is coming from.
Right.
If there's any disagreement, you try to understand where they're coming from and try to paint them in a good light.
Okay.
Kumbaga parang kumbaga benefit of the doubt lagi.
Right. Assume good intentions.
Assume good intentions. Kasi if you start, usually kasi the tendency is, iniinis niya ako, parang they want bad things for me. But when you think about it, your relatives usually want the best for you, right?
Right.
So you have to think of it, it's usually good intentions.
Right.
But of course, we recognize there are those na
Right.
not so good intentions, diba?
Right.
But you try to understand what are they needing. These are not bad people.
Right.
Okay. They're usually coming from something. They need something that they're not telling.
Right.
So once you know, you're able to help them and you're able to resolve things. It's usually when it comes to money, diba?
Yeah.
Suddenly there's this relative who comes in and says, "Oh, yung mana ni Lolo, I want it all."
Yeah.
Ganyan, diba? And then you're like, ano nangyari dito, diba? And then you start fighting.
Right.
And then you try to understand, saan ba siya nanggagaling? O baka may sakit pala yung anak niya na hindi natin alam. Kaya pala siya ganon. And then you start working on something together, diba? O sige, maybe there's some left in the family funds. O we can give some to you. Or if you want extra work,
Yeah.
we can provide that for
Right.
you. So that you work on a equitable or a reasonable solution for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's always a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the one most important takeaway that you want to impart to our viewers and listeners about what it takes to really be a good negotiator?
It's really preparing and understanding. Have that long patience na you have to be patient and understand. Like I said a while ago, it took us 2 hours.
Yeah.
Diba? To listen.
Yan ang patience.
Yeah, patience. I'm not saying you don't get angry,
Right.
but you be patient with the other party so that you both understand each other.
Right.
It's a lot of negotiations fail because of misunderstandings.
Right. Right.
So understanding and being compassionate is really key. Very key.
And world peace.
And world peace.
will happen. Thank you so much,
Thank
Attorney
you.
Clar. Again, where can our listeners find out more about you, your firm, your work, what you're up
They
to?
can look us up at Facebook, King Gride the Law, and we have our website, kinggridelaw.com.
Thank you again, and see you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you for listening to You Can Do This. If you want to know more about me, visit Mirza.com. That's MYRZA.com. And follow me at Mirza Season on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you like this episode, please don't forget to rate it 5 stars. Hit the follow button on your podcast streaming platforms and hit the notification bell to get alerted every time we release a new episode. Catch you at our next convo, and always remember, you can do this.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.